The fusion event just ended for Lona Taril, and he's no longer available in the summoning portal if you've not gotten that champion by now. And you thought you had a week or two to prepare or save resources before the next fusion. Well, you don't. There's a new fusion coming up soon, sooner than you think. But don't worry, it's a simple one. It's an old school fusion. That means it's just going to be a fragment summoning fusion. And it's not even a legendary, so you can relax and go easy on this one, or even skip it entirely. In this video, I want to take a look at this champion, tell you his skills, and let you know if I'm going for it on the Noob to Pro or not. Alright, like I said, there is nothing to worry about. It's just an epic champion, one that you can comfortably skip and still pull the champion on a normal day, on a different day. So it's not something I would recommend you go hard for or begin to spend all your resources in terms of shards on this one for. And since it's a fragment fusion, it will be one of those ones that will at least allow you in the calendar to maybe skip the summon rush or skip the champion chase. So that's something we'll also be looking forward to when the calendar is finally released. So what champion am I talking about? This is the champion. Nogoryo. Pronounce it any way you want to. I'm going to call it Nogoryo. It's from the Shadow King faction, as you can see, and it's still a new faction, and they are kind of adding more champions to this faction, and he's awesome. There are a lot of damage dealers already in this faction, so it's not that special in terms of players who already have other champions. Like even Ninja, you might want to skip this one entirely if you have Ninja. Taking care of that faction was for you. He's not a champion who is going to change your account for the better in terms of the nuker who he is, but I'm saying there are other nukers in the game who are better than he is. I've not seen the multipliers. I'm just saying in general, this is one to skip. So before you decide though, let's head over to his skills and find out if it's something that is useful for you in the game. On the A1, this champion is an attack based champion from the magic affinity, and he has a single hit on the A1. Well, he hits 2 times, but it's not an AoE A1, so already that's a downer for me, because we want an A1 that can do something else. But don't worry, this A1 can, you know, when he's under increased attack, he can also place block after skills and also has a chance of hitting 1 extra turn. So he has a 3 hitter on the A1 with the condition that increased attack must be on this champion. So he's known to require increased attack in most of his abilities, so much so that even his passive has increased attack built into it, but the increased attack on the passive is useless. Yes, that's what I think about this increased attack. If allies or if enemies don't drop below 30% HP, his increased attack will not come up on this passive. So you need a champion with him in battle to place increased attack on him. You can't rely on this passive at all. So this passive already is telling me that this champion, they don't want him to make good use of this passive. But the good thing about this passive is that it has the buff that is placed on him. His increased attack cannot be removed. So when you have Arbiter increasing his attack and other things, it can be removed. So already I can tell that this champion will only be used for faction wars for players who do not have good Shadow King champions. So we're still waiting for those multipliers though. On the A2, it's also a single target ability, but it places a block buff debuff for 2 turns. So the good thing about this A2 is that if this champion is under increased attack again, see another condition right there, he can steal all buff that is available on the enemies. He will do this steal before he goes in for that attack. So we already know that single hits like this on enemies hit so hard, and this might be a skill that can take down an entire well, one single target on the enemy, a single hit nuke. And we don't appreciate single hit nukes on Raid Shadow Legends, except it can give you an extra turn or something like that. So despite it being able to remove one target's entire buff, it's not just removing it, it's going to steal it. That means he's going to put it on himself. So you have your Rotos, your Sifis, your all those other champions on the arena, target one of them, steal all their buff, take them down. So that's an easy way to take down one enemy that in the team that you know will be a problem for you. That's one thing I can say maybe he's good for, because when the enemies don't have those buffs on them, they're extremely easy to kill. So the next one I'm going to look at is the A3, which is the Aoe Nuke. We're expecting this one to nuke really hard. Right now it looks like it's at a 5-turn cooldown, but we will not know how many books that will be required to reduce this skill's cooldown. But don't worry, this skill can reduce its own cooldown. So what does that mean? Decreases the cooldown of this skill by 1 turn when attacking under increased attack again. So you need somebody in the team to always have increased attack on this champion so that it can benefit from this A1, benefit from this A2 condition, and also benefit from this A3 condition. So he can decrease his cooldown when he's attacking under increased attack. So if you're going to run this champion without increased attack, I recommend you don't even run it at all in your team. So that's this new epic champion that is coming to Raid Shadow Legends from the Shadow King faction. Will I be going for it on my main account? Hell no. Will I be going for it on the noob to pro? Maybe, if I have the resources. I'm not going to go all out, spend all my resources on this one. It's a champion that I will pull naturally when I'm playing the game. So epic champions like this that don't have anything special to give to your game, I'm talking about, it's not a champion that will be used for clan boss. It's a nuker, and we already have several nukers. Even my kill is fine for my arena right now, so I wouldn't say because of faction wars I must go for this epic fusion, or because of arena I'll go for this epic fusion. I'm giving you advice from a noob to pro perspective that I've been playing for 54 days only. It's not worth it. But on my main account where I can do all, I'll skip it entirely because it's one that I will naturally pull from shards. It's not like it's a special one that if you don't get it now, you won't be able to get it again. No, again, it's a skippable fusion. Save your resources for the main fusion that is coming up. Save your resources for the guaranteed champion events that are coming up. Save your resources for all those other things. But if you're playing the game naturally with free-to-play energy and you happen to have enough fragments to fuse this champion, if you're just playing all day doing your tournaments and your events and you find yourself with 100 fragments of this new guy, Nogoryo, go ahead and fuse him. But don't go all out. Don't spend especially your shards. Except it's a 2x. Pull, but if it's a 10x event, find a way to skip it. We'll wait out to see the fusion calendar. So when is this fusion coming up? I've not mentioned the date. It's coming up on the 25th of August. Yes, on the 25th, that's when you find this champion. If you head over to your champion index right now, you won't find him in game. This is just an exclusive that we are sharing with you on the channel, so you know what is coming on raid. 25th of August. If you still want to go against my advice and go for this champion because you're stubborn, go ahead and do so. But he's the one that I'll be skipping on the noob to pro and on the main account. But if the events and tournaments give us very low points that we don't have to struggle to get them, I'll do it. So let's wait for that fusion calendar. Hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know when I post that fusion calendar for this champion that is coming to the game. Let me know what you think about his character design. It's looking like a normal Shadow King faction champion. We'll wait to see him in the game soon, and then we'll decide whether he's worth it or not. Also, we'll look forward to the play testing that will be done on the test server by other content creators to find out his multipliers and see if he nukes harder than most epic nukers that we currently have who do Aoe nukes. Later, guys.